Last summer, I saw a 1,700 square foot prefab home with 20-foot ceilings. Only problem was, at the time, it wasn't finished, and so kind of felt like the one that got away. Imagine my delight when over a year later, I got a text that said, "Hey, just got word that the Rancher 9 is available to view tomorrow." I better get some sleep. Bus leaves at 3:45 a.m. The home in question is located on Salt Spring Island, which is off the coast of British Columbia. To get there, I drove to Vancouver, then got on a ferry through the Gulf Islands before landing at Long Harbor, which was the exact moment I realized I was wearing my winter jacket and shorts, and it might be time to start a men's fashion channel. Well, I've made my way back to Salt Spring Island, and behind me is the finished Rancher 9 from Blend Projects. This is one of their most popular floor plans, and I'll tell you right up front, it looks a lot different on the inside than the last go around. So if you liked it last time, you're in for a real treat. What I thought we would do here is, I've got about an hour, so I'm going to take a quick tour around the outside. There are some big views, there's some cool features, and then I'll go inside, we'll have a look at the layout and more views, and then we'll kind of wrap it up in a neat little bow. So yeah, let's get started. All right, here we go. The Rancher 9 from Blend Projects. So anyone who hasn't heard of Blend, they're based right here in British Columbia, and what they've got is a flat pack system. I'll be able to talk about that a little bit more when we get inside. But before we do that, I think it's important that we have a quick look over here, because this view is really something special. Back to the house. What we're dealing with is 1,738 square feet, in which they've got 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Right down the middle of the home, the section we're looking at right here with these huge windows, is a great room, unlike anything that I've probably shown on this channel before, aside from the first time that I showed this exact home. But it's a completely different home. Well, it's the same home, looking completely different than the last time I was here. So if you're wondering about these windows, you'll notice they're probably 6 or 7 feet wide, and they fit between their glulam beams that are an important piece of this flat pack system. So as I enter into the Rancher 9, there's a bit of a landing here, and there are people living in this home. Someone purchased it, they've moved in, so I don't want to open a bunch of closets and, show off people's stuff, because they're kind enough to let me come in. So just assume this is a place to hang coats here, and they've got some extra storage. But what I want to do first, we're going to shoot by this bathroom and go directly out the back, because I can't really say enough about these views. So out the back of the home, they've got an ocean view right here. Bunch of cool trees, and this deck that runs the length of the home. So on the outside of this home, they've got a cedar siding that's been stained black, and if I look up, they've added on this covered section over the door, which is perfect for coming in if it's a rainy day. Now, this is where things really get exciting. So this is the great room. Again, well, hang on, just let me get into the middle of this home, and then we're going to look up, because I don't know that I've really shown anything quite like this on the channel. 20-foot ceilings in here, and the reason they're able to do that is because of the flat pack system that they use at Blend. So these glulam beams are shipped from their facility here in British Columbia, and then they've got 8-foot panels that go between them. So first the beams are all stood up, then the panels come in, bingo bango bongo, you've got a brand new 1,738 square foot home with 20-foot ceilings. So here's a look at the living space in this home, and honestly, you could hold a ball in here if you wanted to. I don't know if people are still holding balls, but you could do it, and there'd be plenty of room to dance and do whatever you want to do at a ball. Cool feature in here is this fireplace, because it goes more than 10 feet up, and I like how it's black against the white walls. It is a very cool look. So on either side, if I just pan around, we've got these huge windows. That's actually a sliding glass door there. Another big window, another big window. We're gonna come to the island here, and there's the first look at the kitchen. So again, I'm not going to open their stuff because they didn't have to let me come in here, and I don't just want to go rooting through their things. So looks like gas cooktop over here, and then some storage. This looks to be water to fill up your pots. We've got a dishwasher on this side, bank of drawers. We've got the microwave down over there, storage under the sink, another bank of drawers over here, and I think I even noticed some storage on the back of the island. So that's kind of cool. And then they've got spots for 4 bar stools on this side of the island and a 5th right here. Now, if you're wondering what the dance floor section is right here, this is going to be where the dining table goes. You can see there's a cool chandelier type deal up here, but it's over there up against the wall. So there's a huge dining table that is waiting to be installed. It just hasn't been yet. I don't know how long they've been living here, but yeah, that's what we're working with. Going this way, we've got 1 bedroom down this side of the home, and what I like about this is the window placement. So you're walking down, you've got this view out this window. You come out of your bedroom, you've got this view out this window. So it really is something special. All right, here we go. This appears to be, and I'm not going to lay in it to test, I'm going to go with king bed, but I'm not 100% on that. Over here, we've got a closet right there, and then we come into the bathroom. So you've got the vanity with a bank of drawers on the side, a window out the shower, which is pretty cool. So they've got the removable there, and I thought that was a shower head, but that's actually a light. So yeah, you can sit here and look out at the ocean if you want to. Over here, we've got a toilet, obviously, in its own closed section. So there's a pocket door going into there, which is kind of nice. And I will oh, look at the light fixture in here. Kind of cool. So a lot of options to do different fixtures in a home with 20-foot ceilings because there's just so much space overhead. Heading back this way, we're going to get another look at this kitchen and the height in this home. Now, I'm going to go down this way. I haven't been down here. Well, I did the last time I was here, but I don't remember exactly what it is. So we're going to find out together. I think this is bedroom 2 and 3 at this end of the home, meaning that is the primary bedroom on the other end. So again, we've got the view, got the forest view out this side. This appears to be a queen bed, so I am going to say the other one was a king. You've got the closet over here, and we'll go back around the other side. So one of the things in this home I think people will probably ask is how it's heated. So what comes included from Blend Projects is in-floor heating, and if you want any secondary heating or cooling, they will look at that on a project-to-project basis. So bathroom 2 is situated right here in the middle of the home between bedrooms 3 and 4, and it's similar to the one we were just in. Laundry room here, so they've got washer, dryer, laundry sink there. Up above, lots of storage for detergents, stuff like that. And then hot water tank is tucked over there in the corner. I guess I could have turned the light on. There you have it. Moving on, back past the front door, if you go left, there is another spot right here to hang coats that I just noticed. So that's pretty cool. And we'll go into bedroom 3. So a little bit different here. We've got some different windows. Not as big of windows because this is on the front of the home and it doesn't have the ocean view, but definitely no shortage of natural light. There's actually so much natural light in this home that I didn't even think to turn on any of the lights. So we've been running this as if there's no power to this home, when in fact, that's simply not the case. So in here, they've got a couple single beds with the nightstand in between. All right, what did I miss? Where are these available? I guess would be a good question. So Blend does ship to Canada and the United States, and I believe they are working on some stuff for California, but I need to sit down with Jordy and talk that through before I make any announcements on the channel. But from what I've heard, it's pretty exciting, so you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that. Let's get one last look at this great room because it's something special. So couch, dining table there where the dance floor is, and then you've got the kitchen. This place is awesome. There you have it, folks, the finished Rancher 9 from Blend Projects. 1,738 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 20-foot ceilings with a great room, probably unlike anything that I've shown on the channel, aside from the first time that I showed this. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.